the light bulb. It's an invention so great, it became the symbol for great ideas. Now, when I ask you who invented the light bulb, you might say Thomas Edison. And he did invent the first commercially available light bulb. But in truth, the first light bulb was actually invented by Sir Humphrey Davy, a British chemist born in the 1700s. He created the first lamp in 1802. He was a distinguished fellow. He discovered magnesium along with other types of chemicals and chemical reactions. He invented all sorts of lamps. But after all, he was a chemist. Now, the reason Thomas Edison is known for the light bulb, it's because he built upon his idea. He turned his idea from good to great. Now, all great men have good ideas, as we can see. But what makes an idea so good? Now, there are two types of ideas. The first one is great ideas, like the light bulb, or Google, or the pillow. And the second type is normal ideas, like these lights are too bright, or they should make an automatic camera. So the question of the day is, how do you have those great ideas? Well, the answer is, you need to have a stable base. A base that stands on 3 pillars. The first of which is inspiration. You can't start a project, a business, or an idea without having the right inspiration. Now, you need inspiration for your idea to get started. And every single one of you has a different way of being inspired. Some people like listening to music. Others like to hear speeches. Others like to read quotes. But in the end, inspiration, it is the key to success. Now, one trip I had with inspiration is when a few years back I thought to myself, after I saw a nice shirt, that was a nice shirt. I bet I could sell that. And then one thing led to another, and I started making business plans. I started contacting suppliers. I started making up drafts and made a social media account. And one thing led to another, and O-Shirt was born. A t-shirt themed store that sold Kuwaiti themed merchandise because it was open near the national days. A long story short, we sold out. We went to a convention, we completely sold out, our suppliers sold out, and we were totally burnt out. We couldn't continue anymore. Our inspiration ran out. But that's where the second pillar comes in, which is passion. You can't build upon an idea in a field that you have no passion for. For example, if you're a farmer, you have no business making rockets because that isn't your passion. Let's take Thomas Edison, for example. He was passionate about selling things, and that's why he was able to build upon the light bulb so much. Now, passion is important, but that's only the second pillar. The third pillar, the final one, and the most important one, is motivation. Motivation is what drives you. Motivation is the key to doing anything. You can't get up from bed without motivation. You can't start a business without motivation. You can't do anything without motivation. Now, those other two pillars give you motivation, but motivation is a pillar within itself. Now, one way you could get motivation, inspiration, and passion is having role models. Now, your model doesn't need to be perfect. Your role model doesn't need to be good at everything. Your role model only needs to be good at one thing, and that is what you admire. Your teachers, your students could be your role models. Your parents, your kids, your friends could be role models. Anyone could be your role model. I, for one, look at a few of my friends and family as role models. And that helped me. And that is how I expanded upon Oshers and have plans of reopening hopefully next year. Bigger, better, and more experienced, filled with passion, motivation, and innovation. Now I think that with these three pillars, all of you can build a good base for good ideas, and you can turn your ideas from good to great. You can turn your can'ts into cans, and you will be able to succeed in the next breakthroughs, inventions, and discoveries. And thank you.